Did anyone else think it was kind of insane that Belly said, I spent so much of my life dreaming about what it would be like with Conrad right before her and Jeremiah kissed? When I was watching this, I was like, that has to mean something. Then I was rewatching it and saw something that Jeremiah said earlier that I thought was super interesting. Dreams are a major theme throughout this show. Belly oftentimes explains that being with Conrad is just like a dream to her. I think this is a really great example of Belly's dream state of being with Conrad, where she's at Cousins, Conrad is there, Jeremiah is actually super happy for them. Susanna says that they're perfect together and that she wants this dream to last forever. She also literally said it felt like a dream when Conrad first started calling her, and that it almost didn't even feel real when they got together at the beginning. So throughout this show, they've just really tried to hit home that Belly's dream is to be with Conrad. So knowing that she outwardly confirmed and said this to Jeremiah at the end, I thought this quote was so interesting that Jeremiah literally said, I'm not gonna let you give up on your dream and stay at Brown because you're trying to do right by me. And obviously he's talking to Conrad here, but if we're thinking of dreams in terms of metaphors and what they mean to different people, Stanford is Conrad's dream, whereas Conrad is Belly's dream. So in this case, Brown would be like settling and like not going after what you have been dreaming of your entire life, which for Belly is Jeremiah, because she's settling and trying to do right by Jeremiah and ease her guilt to make him feel better by starting a relationship with him. This scene, the song started playing Dream About You, so I was thinking that possibly Belly was like shifting her dream to now be about Jeremiah. But of course I had to look up the lyrics because the songs always tell us a lot more about what's going on in the scene. And I think this right here is what is super important to point out. This ain't normal love, it's escapement. Another confirmation that Belly is really just like grasping at straws to try to make her and Jeremiah work. I think she probably is trying to like shift her perception of her dream man and make Jeremiah fit that mold, but she is just totally lying to herself. And it's really only a matter of time until Jeremiah realizes that too.
Yeah, I've said this before, but I'm going to say it again, and thank you so much, Hope. But that's the thing, like, being told, I knew it was a mistake starting something with you. And then she says to him, I don't believe you. Like, I think you're saying this just to say it, just to push me away. And then he doubles down. No, like a whole thing. It was a mistake. It was a mistake being with you. And you can internalize that at any age, but certainly at her age, I'm a mistake. Because, like, if you pick up things that she said to him before in terms of, like, did I do something wrong? Already she's like having that view set of like, it's me, and it just sucks that people view that as her being really selfish when really it's her going like, I'm a problem because I'm not good enough for this person, I'm so ashamed because I didn't do enough for this person, I'm so ashamed because I made everything about me. Like, she's literally apologizing for things that people say that she's doing, and people view that and are still like, no, that's not good enough. Like, again, I've said this before, I'm gonna say it again, nothing she does is good enough. She's gonna lose either way, kind of thing, because I guess she moved on from Conrad and people are like, no, you can't hurt Conrad. No, Conrad does so much from you. Conrad like loves you so much, but then not realizing what was her experience in that relationship, what it felt like being loved by Conrad, not being loved by him, not being wanted by him, and also what it felt like for Conrad being loved by Belly, which people always minimize. They always go on and on about like, Conrad's so loving, Conrad's such a beautiful boyfriend, not recognizing how loving Belly is to Conrad. You know what I mean? So this is the thing that I really will always say people will always want to minimize. Instead, people tend to focus on, she said she hated him, like, of course he's going to act the way he's going to act, while choosing to ignore being told that your entire relationship, the love of your life, you dreamed your whole life of being with this person, didn't think you were good enough, like had to watch him go to the boardwalk for this other person, be in a relationship with this other person, experience him gaslighting you, experiencing him changing his mind, like being hot, cold, and eventually you're together, you sleep together, it's all beautiful, only for him to be pulling away, getting colder, you're not really sure why, but you think it's because of you, and then he does break up with you, and then tells you that it's all a mistake. So, people just are choosing to ignore that, because apparently it's easier to hate 16-year-old girls than think about their experiences. apparently it's easier to think about a 17-year-old boy. Anyway, maybe that's too flippant of me, but that's how it feels. That's how it feels. Anyway, but thanks, Hope. Thank you. Appreciate you.
Yeah, so this conversation has been going around, and uh, it's hard to say. It's hard to say. I think it could go either way. She obviously made that change for Conrad and Belly, and we had that quote or conversation with Laurel at the end of this episode where she's like, well, I want you to have many lovers. And even in Susanna's letter to Belly, she said, I hope you've had, I forgot what her wording is in the book, but after many lovers or flings, you finally have settled down and you're 30 and you're going to get married. But I don't know. The whole sleeping situation was a point of tension for all the characters and significance. I know in this day and age, it's like whatever. Maybe, they'll forget that and be like, well, we need to be more modern and we'll let Belly, have her lovers or whatever. But I don't know. It does come across like Belly and Jeremiah will have a possible bedroom relationship. Do I want that to happen? Probably not. I kind of liked the storyline. I know, maybe it's archaic of me to think so, but I kind of liked the thought or the idea that Belly, it felt like it was a sign that Belly was still holding on lingering feelings for Conrad. Because either way, it would kind of be messy. To me, that's very messy. Sleeping with two brothers, I don't know. That part of the storyline just irks me in general, and not just because one is sleeping with the other. Just her getting with Jeremiah after being with Conrad bothers me because they're brothers. But again, I don't know. I think they could go either way. I think they could leave it like the book and have it be some sort of contention between the two characters, Jeremy and Belly, where, she's kind of like holding back. She wants to make it like a really special moment between them and she doesn't want to rush into it. Like maybe she feels like she rushed into it with Conrad, And I felt that also led to Conrad believing there was still hope between them. Because when, one, he finds out she hasn't slept with him, and two, that he cheated on her, I think it gives him the idea again that maybe, just maybe, she does still have lingering feelings and a connection to Conrad like he does with her. So yeah, I don't really know how it's gonna go. I have a feeling she's just gonna have them sleep together, but I could be totally wrong, and I'm holding out that they keep it like the books. Yes, Salty, thank you. I need to just post it here for everyone to see because my neurodivergent brain is all over the place right now after this episode. But yes, the colors and the lighting and the lyrics with the symbolism like Jer is in the dark and he got EXO by Beyonce. Your face is all that I see. I'll give you everything. Baby, love me, lights out. You can turn my lights out. Like how Belly wants to be blind to everything and focus on Jer. Amen. Because that's what she does. Complete delusion next season. Both of them. Just delusional 2-year relationship. And I'm sure it's a sweet, nice relationship for the most part. I mean, we know there's some blinders on that they both have. But I guess what they want is something light and fun and easy. And that's what she goes for right now. But Connie Baby is the light, the sun, all the stars disappear when Belly realizes it's only ever going to be him, and I hope he gets daylight in season 3, the Taylor Swift. Anyway, she said it better than I could. Thank you.
I want you to stay. Want you to stay.